I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 589, Part 4. Maharshi, Chit is knowledge, pure and simple. The mind proceeds from it. The mind is made up of thoughts, darkness or ignorance interposing. Pure knowledge seems different from what it really is. The same is seen as I and the world, which are full of desire, attachment, hatred, etc. Therefore, desire, etc., are said to veil the reality. Questioner, how to be rid of thoughts? It is said in Atma Vidya, the eye of the mental eye, etc. Maharshi, there the mind stands for ether, being, sat, and the I for knowledge, chit. Both sat and chit together form the universe. Questioner, how to realize the same? Maharshi, as pointed out in the Atma Vidya, being the eye of the mental eye, the ether of the mental ether, meaning the knowledge behind the relative knowledge, the Chit-Ether containing the mental ether, remains as the only one, always shining bright. In this dialogue, Sri Ramana Maharshi is addressing the nature of pure knowledge, Chit, and the relationship between thoughts, ignorance, and reality. The questioner asks about overcoming thoughts and understanding the deeper meaning of statements from Atma Vidya, a composition of Ramana that speaks about the self. Ramana begins by clarifying that Chit is pure knowledge, undistorted and simple. It is the source from which mind arises. The mind itself is composed of thoughts, and when ignorance, darkness, intervenes, this pure knowledge appears as if fragmented. Instead of being recognized as the self, it is perceived as a divided reality. And I, the ego, experiencing a separate world. These distortions arise from identifying with the body and its desires, attachments, and aversions, which veil the true nature of reality. The questioner asks how to be free from thoughts and whether the process described in Atma Vidya, referring to concepts like the eye of the mental eye, applies here. Ramana responds by explaining that in the analogy of Atma Vidya, the mind symbolizes the ether, open space, or being, sat, and the I represents knowledge, chit. Together, sat and chit form the universe. This explanation emphasizes that the universe, which appears external and diverse, is rooted in the unity of being and knowledge. When the questioner presses further, asking how to realize this truth, Ramana points to the essence of Atma Vidya. He states that the eye of the mental eye, or the ether of the mental ether, refers to the deeper consciousness, Chit, that underlies all relative knowledge. This deeper consciousness is the substratum that contains and transcends the mental constructs of thought and perception. Ramana concludes by affirming that this pure knowledge is always present, shining as the one reality. It is not something to be attained, since it's already there. It is to be recognized as the self. Ramana Maharshi's response underscores the practice of self-inquiry. By investigating the source of thoughts and the I that seems to think them, you come to realize that thoughts and the mind are only apparent distortions of the ever-present self. The key is not to suppress thoughts, but to see through them, tracing them back to their origin in Chit, the undivided knowledge being. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.